After a month of negotiations and all the political drama, Shiv Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray finally assumed charge as the Chief Minister yesterday, and he will be facing a floor test today at 2 o'clock. The state has convened a special session of the Assembly for the floor test, with NCP's Dilip, Walse, Patil appointed as the pro-tem speaker. And the Sena Congress NCP coalition, called the Maharashtra Assembly, has submitted letters of support of 166 MLAs, and they claim that their support base has grown. Now, I'm joined by my colleague Saurabh Gupta, who's been on ground for a month following up on all the updates on the political drama that has unfolded in Maharashtra. So, Saurabh, tell us what we can expect today. What do the numbers look like?
Well, there is of course a floor test, but the interesting thing here, of course, is that the floor test is being held so that the government can prove its majority on the floor of the House. Now, the difference between a floor test and what will happen next, which is the Speaker's election, is huge. And one of the things is that the floor test will happen with open voting, where if an MLA cross votes, you'll get to know. But in the Speaker's election, it's secret voting. So if an MLA cross votes, you may not get to know. Which is why the government, led by Uddhav Thackeray, is of course insisting on a floor test, and the floor test will happen so that they can prove their majority, and then of course tackle the issue of the Speaker's election, which is still contentious, as there is some sort of a disagreement over the Speaker candidate, especially Prithviraj Saman, between the NCP and the Congress. So those developments will play out. So it's not done yet, though Uddhav Thackeray has taken charge. The floor test will happen. The Maharashtra Assembly, which is the tie-up of the Shiv Sena, the Congress, the NCP, and other smaller parties like the Samajwadi Party and others, are of course having the numbers to prove the majority. But the Speaker's election is also going to be contentious. Also today we are going to see the newly appointed cabinet ministers introduce themselves in the Assembly, and that's also going to see perhaps some amount of speaking. But clearly the focus is on the floor test and on the Speaker's election, which is likely tomorrow.